Hey there, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to take a look at logistic regression and what is logistic regression. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So as although the name says regression, but logistic regression is not a regression algorithm, it is a classification algorithm. So what is the difference between regression and classification? I have already explained it, but let me just explain it once more. So in regression, what you can do is you can create multiple kind of outputs, like we did a house price prediction in which you can predict the prices of the houses. So you can predict the price of that house is 20 lakhs or the price of that house is 80 lakhs. There is no limit, and there are literally infinite number of possibilities. But in logistic regression or in classification, basically there is a limitation on the number of output that you can get. And specifically, if I talk about logistic regression, you can get two output, either 0 or either 1. So let's suppose we are detecting diabetes. So either you can have diabetes or either you don't have diabetes. So it is kind of this. And if you will see here, we have a linear regression graph. Uh, so this is the data for a classification. And as I told you earlier, that we only have output as 0 or 1. So as you can see here, y is equal to 1 and y equal to 0. So our output will always be either 0 or either 1. Now if we will apply a linear regression on this, then it is going to generate a line like this, which is not going to be suitable for us. So what we are going to do, we are going to generate a line like this. Okay, and how we are going to do that? So let me just explain it. Wait a second. And so let's suppose you have this data, and in linear regression, what you were doing is that you were getting your output, your y prediction, with this formula. Or let me just theta 1 into x, theta 1 into x plus may theta 0. So this was the output that you were getting, or this was the formula that you were using to get our predictions in linear regression. Okay, and if we will write this as our what do we say, if we will write this as matrix notation, then it is going to be theta into x. Okay, I have already explained all of this. And also, if you want, you can also write it no, this is not going to be this. If you write it in matrix notation, then it is going to be x into theta, or you can write it as theta transpose x. So you can write it in any form. But the problem with this was that our output value can be anything. Literally, it can be anything based upon our input. Okay, but in our logistic regression, which is a binary classifier, so it is a binary classifier. It means it can only classify into two classes. In this case, it is 0 and 1. Okay, so let me come back to my previous point. So it can generate, using this formula, we can generate any kind of output. So how can we limit that output to only 0 and 1? So for this case, what we are going to use, we are going to use a sigmoid function. So let me just explain you what a sigmoid function is. So a sigmoid function is like this. The formula for sigmoid function is 1 upon may 1 plus 1 plus e to the power minus theta x, theta transpose x. Let's take, yeah. So using this part, we were finding our output for linear regression. So this was y hat basically. Okay, now when we will put this part in this function, in this formula, what it is going to do, it is only going to generate 0 values between 0 and 1. it is only going to generate this, nothing else. Now let's suppose now it is generating values between 0 and 1. So how it is going to do classification into two? Basically, if you will have a value of 0.5 and above, then you will classify it as 1. If you have a value of less than 0.5, then it is going to classify it as 0. So this is the concept here, and let me also explain you the formula here. So e to the power e to the power 0 is always 1, and if you will take it negative e to the power minus, then it is going to be somewhere between 0 to 1. Okay, and if you take it positive, it means that if you take it as big more than 0, then it is going to be something positive. Okay, so what we can do here? So what you might say that, okay, why do not we just use this? But sometimes what can happen is that because we only want our output to be 0 to 1, and if there is a power that is positive, then our output is also going to be positive. So that's why what we can do here, let's suppose this this function, this formula gives an negative output. Okay, and then that negative output then is multiplied with this negative part, so it is going to be a positive number, something something. So now if you will put that positive number in this formula, then again it is going to convert that formula into 0 to 1. Okay, and if it is a positive number, then it is going to be a negative number by default, and then it is going to generate again a value between 0 to 1. So this is how it is going to work, and you can put some values here to understand it much better. So this was the overview for logistic regression. In the next video, we are gonna see what is the cost function and how we are gonna update our gradients for logistic regression. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.